How's everybody doing today? This is Chuck from Mining with Uncle Chuck. I hope you're well. Our delivery guys dropped off a couple boxes marked Antminer, so you know the drill. These are miners. What model, we'll find out momentarily. I have one potential problem. This box is fairly damaged, so I'm gonna cross my fingers that the miner is okay inside. But before that, I wanted to kind of talk about a couple things in the crypto news today very briefly. Obviously, it's July the 31st today, so we are less than 48 hours away from the LTC halving. What does that mean specifically? Well, if you are mining Litecoin, your rewards are going to be cut in half. Well, it doesn't mean that you are going to lose exactly half of your rewards, because if you are merge mining Doge is not halving. So those rewards will stay the same. And as most of you know, the Doge rewards are a majority of what we see in our profits daily anyway. Next to that, obviously Kaspa, everybody's talking about Kaspa. What are my thoughts? Well, a lot of you have the KS0, obviously proof of work, anything proof of work, I support. I'm a miner. Did I buy one? No. But I dug deep into my pocket and purchased one of the new KS3Ls. Yes, I am crazy. And, it's kind of one of those things like Willy Wonka chasing that golden ticket or the gold at the end of the rainbow. But, and let's just take a look real quickly here at ASIC miner value. And let's be honest, once all these ASICs get online, these profits are going to dwindle very quickly. How much? Well, we're gonna find out, because this week, Ice River is starting to ship a lot of their ASICs, and guys like me and you are going to be receiving them. So make sure you keep your eye out on the channel. I am going to be doing a video. I'm hoping to see that miner towards the end of this week if all goes well. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's dig in and let's crack this box. Okay, so I've got this thing out of the box and just the first basic inspection, and this was the side that we had all the damage on the actual box, so I don't see the bag torn or anything. So let's just get this thing out of here real quick, and hopefully we're gonna be okay here. Actually, let's just get this in here. So is this side here. So again, I don't see any cracks as far as in the actual fans here. So that's a good start. But unfortunately, like I mentioned before, the L7, that it had no physical damage whatsoever on the miner, but it took enough of a blow that, as I said, there was damage to the actual hash board itself, and I had to send it back. So what do we have? Well, in quick here, we have an Antminer KA3. This is a Kadena miner. So I don't actually have any of these KA3s yet. And in behind here is a distant memory of a bunch of ASIC miners. These were all Kadena miners, all gold shells. So if most of you can remember that last year, towards the end of last year, when these KA3s came out, these just absolutely eclipsed all of these gold shell miners at the time. We're talking about gold shell KD Maxes, KD6 SEs, KD Lights, and these were really very profitable at the time. And soon as this was announced, the Antminer KA3, it absolutely, once these shipped and hit the actual chain itself, the actual hash rate skyrocketed. And within a month, these gold shells were absolutely not profitable at all, and I had to power them all down. So Originally, I actually ordered some of these. At the time, there was so much demand for them. I had money down on a deposit, and within 3 weeks, the supplier actually sent my money back to me because they had a chance to sell them for more to somebody else. So I kind of got rooked a couple times. But again, I did get my money back, but I never actually got my Antminer KA3s when these things first came out. That's the long story. Let's get this thing hooked up really quickly here, and hopefully we can get this thing up and mining and we don't have any problems with this thing. Obviously, the other box that was there is also a KA3, so I'm gonna bring that over to my other building because this building here, we are pretty limited for power. We are absolutely jammed. So I'm gonna set this one up temporarily. We'll open the other one up and get it set up at my larger facility. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I have got one of my other miners here. This is one of my X19 XPs. I've got the power pulled on this, and temporarily I'm just gonna swap it out and put the KA3 in here. Okay, so we've got power connected to our new KA3, an Ethernet cable hooked up to it, and it looks like we got lights, so that's a good start. But we need to head up to our computer, get this thing connected to a mining pool, and see if we can get this thing hashing. I thought I should mention as well, this is one of those 13,500 plus CFM fans that we have at the larger mining facility, pointed up at the ass end of our miners, trying to keep these things a little cooler. But anyway, let's get to that computer and see if we can get this thing up and hashing.
So I've already gone ahead and logged into the dashboard of my miner. And if you don't know how to do that, I've already done a number of other videos in the past that go into greater detail. Today I'm using Poolfare. Why is that? Well, all of those ridiculously expensive gold shell ASIC door stops I have sitting on the packing table downstairs. When I was mining Kadena prior, I had a chance to test out DX Pool, F2 Pool, and a number of the other pools. And I found at the time Poolfare was fairly rock solid straight across the board. Now, I mean, that was then. I'm hoping that'll be the same case today. So I thought I would give it another go. So under mining address, this is the pool stratum address. Miner name, this is my wallet address. Password, whatever you want to use. Dashboard, well, we're already up and hashing. We have got accepted shares, and we are sitting, well, we're looking for that 166 terahash. That's where we're supposed to be, and we're just over that. And this is going to kind of bounce around a little bit. The longer we're up in mining, it will stabilize. And over Bitmain here, they are telling us that we should be seeing power consumption wise, approximately 3,154 watts. I am seeing just over 3,100 watts. ASIC miner value, now I've said this already in past, it's ridiculously difficult to calculate miner probability, well, to compare, because you know what I pay on electrical costs and you completely different. So we're just gonna use the 12 cents a kilowatt as a generic. So they're telling us based on that, we should be around 1164 minus 908 electrical costs and a profit about 255. So again, we are long ways away from Kadena's all-time high, but that is straight across the board. It doesn't matter what you're mining right now. And you know, it's just everything's down. And then we've already talked about Kaspa. And I mean, that is ridiculously profitable at the minute, but wait until all the ASICs hit. So we're going to head over to my other building really quickly, and we are going to get that second KA3 set up. It's going to be real quick, and we are going to be done with this episode.
Okay, so we're over at my other building. We have got the second KA3 unpacked and ready to get set up. I've got a new PDU here, a couple power cables, and let's get this thing up and rocking. And yes, I still have my jank shelf set up because it is ridiculously hot in our mining room, and even though we have got a decent ventilation system, it is not quite enough. So I have some room up here, and for the temporary, we'll put the KA3 over here. Let's do it. Okay, we've got the second KA3 connected to power, powered up, and we just need to head over to the computer and connect it to the pool. But that's it for this episode. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and you like the video, and I'll be back with you soon. Peace out.